Hi, this is Mr. Tusho for Global, and this is part 3 of our Spreadsheet Basics project. And we're going to go over this particular assignment, 1.4, add an academic average for each student, computing their average in a new column to the right of the absences. So what that's saying is, I want the kids' academic average, their average of English, math, computer science, science, and social studies, right here. And that's what I want for every kid in this list. Now, one of the things Excel does really, I shouldn't keep saying Excel, spreadsheet programs. One of the things spreadsheet programs do really well is repetitive tasks. In fact, that's one of the things computers excel at in general. So one of the repetitive tasks is to compute the average. Now, if you remember how an average works, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These numbers added together, divided by 5, will give you an average. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that average right in here. So I'm going to tell myself that's what I want to put in this column. I'm going to click on the first one, and I'm going to add the word average. So here we go. And it goes in there, and of course it's bold-faced. And I'm going to double-click here. And I'm double-clicking there so that I can have math in this spot. Now, to do math, I need to put something in the cell called a formula. And the formula means I'm going to tell it to just perform a mathematical function on other cells. So I'm going to click on this. You notice even though I'm clicking here and I'm entering in here, it's actually telling me it's going in here. I'm clicking here, and I'm going to hit an equal sign. When I put an equal sign in, I'm telling the spreadsheet you're about to do some math. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to add a bunch of numbers together first. If you remember from algebra, we put that in a parenthesis. And I want the English grade. And then I want to put in a plus and tell it to get the math grade. Now you'll notice I clicked here. It took the number. You'll also notice it's color code. This is the orange square around it, and there's D2 in orange, written in orange, E2 written in purple, plus F2 plus G2 plus H2, and hit the parens. Now we have to divide that by 5. And in spreadsheet lingo, divide is this forward slash. It's the forward slash. That's the one underneath the question mark. Do not use the backslash that's usually over the enter sign on a keyboard. Use the forward slash. And then I'm going to put in the number 5. And I'm going to hit return. Now, this student's average is 77.8. That's the average of these. Now, what it's doing, you'll see, is it's actually running this formula, but the average is 77.8. So take a minute and do that particular task. Stop and do that last task, and then come back to this point in the video and move on. So we're back. Now, we could, for all 100 names, go in here and hit equals, parens, this, plus, this, plus, this, plus, this, plus, this, close the parentheses, divided by 5. Good, that's an average for the second student. Let's go back here and do it for the third. I could do this for 100 names, and that would be a really long day. So, how can I make this fit the entire column? Well, watch this. I click. I want you to notice when I click on this particular formula, actually it happens for every cell. When I click on a cell, I get this little handle right here. And this handle is a neat little feature. It's called fill down. If I click and drag, I can go all the way down, and it will let me, if I go a little beyond the edge of the screen, go right to the bottom of my column, right where I run out of data. I could actually go beyond it, but I'm just going to go right to the bottom here, and I'm going to let go of my mouse. And look what it does. It actually adds the average for every single student. So all I need to do is enter it in one place and fill down. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to actually go back to the one average we already did, and I'm going to do fill down. Click, drag, 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 drag. And it goes down to the bottom. And whoops, went a little too far. Let go, and there's the average for every single student. Take a minute, perform that task for your entire row. Very good. You've now done all of this. The next video will begin the performance summary.